Yes, students, now relating to this chapter statistics, we have to start with question and answers. Before that, we have one last topic in theory part of it, which is nothing but relationship among mean, median and mode. Right, suppose if two things has been given, suppose if mean and median would have been given, how do you find out what is going to be the value for mode? So something relating to that it is. So there is an empirical relationship among the three measures of the central tendency which has been given by. So if you have to find out mode, so what is going to be the formula? 3 times of median minus 2 times of mean. And mean, suppose if you have to find out mean, then the formula is going to be 3 times of median minus mode divided by 2. See, just understand this formula. Based on this only you can derive rest of the all formulas. So this is something relating to these three formulas which you have to basically remember. So based on this also you will be asked or tested questions. So now coming to the question and answer segment of it. So the first question, so summation of f that is frequency is given as 15 and the summation of fy xi is equal to 3p plus 36 and the mean also is being given as 3. You have to find out what is the value of p. So basically this is an MCQ question. So how are we, which option is what you have to choose basically. So mean has been provided as 3. So the formula is x bar is equal to summation fy xi divided by summation fi. So in the place of mean I'll just add the value and whatever is there the values numerator and denominator I'll just put that. Cross multiply that, you'll be getting 45 is equal to 3p plus 36. Then rearrange the terms so that you have to get value of p. You will be getting 3 as it. So the option over here is going to be equal to 3. Next question, the numbers are arranged in ascending order. If the median is 25, you have to find out x. So the numbers whatever they have been given over here, it's already arranged. So there is nothing for us to worry about the arrangement part. So they have already said what is going to be the value of median. You have to find out x basically. So now here if I count the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it is an even. So there is nothing like middle number which I can consider. So these two are going to be the one which I have to take it in the format of arithmetic mean. So median value has been given. If I just do this AM for these two, I'll be getting, you have to just basically add for it. So minus 8 plus 2 plus 10 will be equal to plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4x. So is equal to, when I shift this to the other hand side, it is 50. So basically from this I'll be getting the value of x which is to be equal to 12. So the next question, while computing mean of group data, we assume that the frequencies are. So what are the frequency which I'll be assuming? There are basically 4 options. Evenly distributed of all class? No. Central, centered at mid marks of the of all class, that basically midpoint value is what we will be considering. That is what they have said. So appropriate answer would be this. So still if we just check it out, centered at upper limit, no, definitely not. Lower limit, again not. So the appropriate option would be option B over here. The wickets taken by the bowler in 10 cricket matches has been given. So you have to find out the mode. This is a very simple question, just quickly rough through. So if we have to just look through 1, 2, 3 is 2. So over here 1, 2, 3, 2s is what I have. So if I have to look at this 3, I have a 2 number, it is repeated thrice. Therefore the option which I have to choose is going to be equal to 2. That is going to be the value of mode. Next, construction of cumulative frequency table is useful in determining what? Determining what? Determining. So cumulative frequency, in which particular question, in which particular format you will be using, that is will you be using in mean or median or mode or all of the above? See, for this median we definitely don't want anything relating to cumulative frequency, and even in mode formula if you can just have a glance at your mind, nowhere we will be seeing this cumulative frequency. Therefore it is only that median which we will be using our cumulative frequency. Next question, mode has been given, mean has been given. You have to find out what is the what is going to be your median. So as we saw in beginning of this session that we saw this relationship among all these three things. So according to that, if you just apply this median formula, it is nothing but mode plus 2 times of mean divided by 3. So substituting the values. So once you know the formula, it's all about substitution. So when I just substitute the value, 43 plus 2 times of 27 divided by 3, I will be totally finally getting the value as 33. Therefore my median is going to be equal to 33. Right. Next question. So given data would have been given, you have to find out mode basically. So whatever I have used in this particular pinkish color, that is basically the question. So using that only I have further continued with the answer part also. So they have given you the class and you have the frequency part also. So just looking at the question, it is very evident that this is something question relating to group bit frequency. So when the question is something related to grouped frequency, the first thing which you have to write is going to be the formula. So mode formula is nothing but limit, that is lower limit plus f1 minus f0 divided by 2f1 minus f0 minus f2 into h. So over here, what is the lower limit? How do I even get to know that? So first just have a look at this frequency part, whichever is the highest number, that is 23 is my highest number. So that particular thing is going to be my class which I have to consider, modal class. So among this 12 and 15, what is my lower limit? So lower limit is 12 over here. And what is this f1 minus f0? As I have said you, first f1 just write it. Previous to 1 it is 0, so that preceding number. So after 1, that is your succeeding, that frequency is what you have to consider. So similarly I have written f1 is 23, f0 is 10 and f2 is going to be equal to 21. So when I am just solving for it in this particular one, and what is going to be your h over here in this particular question? Say over here h is going to be 3 because it is between 12 to 15 is what I am going to consider. That is the reason, since all the values I have it over here, that is f0, f1, f2, everything I have over here. So whatever data I have got, it's all about in this particular tabular column only. You will get to know what are the values you have to fit into this particular formula. Once you do that, it is all about the substitution part, which will not be explaining much about it. Therefore, the final answer you will be getting for this particular question, mode is going to be equal to 14.6 in this particular question. So we saw in the previous question how to find out the median. So in this question, let's see how to find out the mean where median would have been provided and mode also is provided. So if this median as well as mode is provided, what is going to be the formula for it? If you have to find out the mean, the formula is going to be mode plus 3 upon 2 multiplied by median minus mode. See, I have just written it over here. You can just simplify it, or you can even convert this and you can write it in whatever the formula which we saw in that part. So finally you will be getting the same answer, which here in this particular question it is going to be 21.1. Just apply the modal value has been given, and median minus mode, you already have both the values. So when you deduct both of it, here it is 21.1 minus 21.4. So minus 0.2 is the difference. 3 upon 2, I'll just keep on continuing with it. So over here, if you just deduct minus 0.1, so minus 0.1 into 3, it's minus 0.3. Basically, you'll be getting the final answer as 21.1 as your answer. Next, if mean is equal to they have given you, you have to find out what is going to be the value of p. So the given data is xi and fy. So from this you have to find out what is p. Only information you have is mean is going to be the value. So first I will write out my mean formula. The formula for mean is going to be equal to summation of fy into xi divided by summation f. So for this I already have this information, which I will be just writing it in first place. Then to find out the summation of the numerator, if I have to get, I have to add everything. That is, I have to add all these values. That is when I will be getting my numerator, and your denominator is nothing but equal to summation of it. So 10 plus 5, 15, 15, 25, 25, 32 is what you will be getting over here. So 32, and over here see summation fy is going to be equal to 32, and summation of whatever you have it over here, that is going to be equal to 460 plus 7p. See this over here 7p, you cannot go ahead and solve it further. So I'll just keep it in the same manner. Now that you have this numerator as well as denominator, this denominator I'll just cross multiply it. So when I do that, this 18.75 multiplied with 32, I'll be getting 600. So once I get that, I only want the value of p, which will be eventually equal to 20. That is 140 divided by 7. You will be getting the value of p to be equal to 20. So the next question, you have to find out what is going to be the median in this question. So the provided grouped data, that is marks is given and frequency is given. So over here in this question, what is going to be the formula for median? The formula for median is lower limit plus n upon 2 minus cumulative frequency divided by frequency multiplied by h. Right. So how do I get to know what is going to be my median over here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 basically. That is n divided by 2. N total n is 60, which is going to be equal to 30. So basically see over here, since it is odd, I can just do it manually also. So 30 is what it is going to be. So with that I will be getting my frequency, that is class limit as equal to class interval, which is going to be equal to 30 to 60. So when my class is going to be 30 to 60, from that I can figure it out what is going to be my lower limit basically. Before that we have to even find out what is going to be my CF or C, whatever it is, that is cumulative frequency. If I have to find out 5, then 5 plus 15, which is going to be equal to 20, 20 plus 30, it is going to be equal to 50, 50 plus 8, 58, 58 plus 2, 60. For your cross reference, whatever is the summation of it, this has to be equal to this, just for your cross reference. So now that you have got this cumulative frequency, what is going to be my cumulative frequency and what is my frequency? So 30 is what I have got over here. So just subsequent to that, that is going to be my frequency, and preceding to that, that is going to be my cumulative frequency. So now that I have got all my values over here, n upon 2 I have cumulative frequency, and h 30 to 60. Between this 30 to 60, the difference is 30 again. Therefore h is also equal to 30, and lower limit between this 30 and 60, lower limit is equal to 30. So now that I have got my median formula, the formula which I have written over here, in this place I have to just substitute it over here. So substituting the answer, I will be getting my median, which is going to be equal to 40. Right. Next question, over here in this particular question we saw previous two questions wherein even median we found out, mean also we found out. Now let's see one question, something relating to how to find out a question relating to mode. So mode formula is very simple, that is 3 times of median minus 2 times of mean. So substituting for that, I'll be getting the answer as 28.8. See, usually two figures would have been given. It is all that you have to remember is formula and substituting the values. Right. Next question, change the distribution to more than type, and you also have to draw its ogive. So first let's forget about this drawing construction part. We'll just see how to just draw this distribution. Let's just figure it out in a chart. So these are the two information which should have been given, that is production has been given and number of farms has been given over here. That is the class interval is 50 to 60, 55 to 50 to 55, 55 to 60, 60 to 65, from that till 75 to 80. And I also have this which I'll be considering to be equal to F, that is frequency is what I will be considering over here. 2, 8, 12, 24, 38, 16. So basically if it is something relating to median, I have to go ahead and find out what is going to be my midpoint and what is going to be my value of this cumulative frequency. So before that, here they've asked for more than type. What is this more than type? So we have seen one exclusive example of this. So something relating to it. First, when I add this, it is going to be equal to the sum of 100. So now more than or equal to, that is more than or equal to 50, more than or equal to 55, more than or equal to 60, more than or equal to. This is how I have to get. So now when I'm doing this in more than type, it is always like you have to start the first cumulative frequency from 100. From this 100, you deduct 2, you will be getting 98. From this 98, deduct 8, you will be getting 90. From 90, deduct this 12, you will be getting 78. From 78, deduct 24, you will be getting 54. From 54, deduct this 38, you will be getting 16. So this 16 and over here it has to tally, and over here it is tallied too. Now the next part is you have to draw the ogive. So what is that basically? So I have got over here certain values, right? 100, 198 and everything. So greater than or equal to 50 and 100. So 50 comma 100 is what it is going to be. See, on my x-axis and my y-axis there are two different things. See, 50 comma 100 is what I have written. What is my 50? My 50 over here, My 50 is nothing but you can just consider as more than type over here, and again on my y-axis I have considered my cumulative frequency. That is over here, this on my x-axis I have considered my I've considered more than type, more than or equal to, and on my y-axis I have considered my cumulative frequency. So considering that 50 comma 100 is what I have got. So 50 on my y-axis, x-axis first, and on my y-axis 100. That is the plot I'll be having. Similarly, just plot for everything, and you'll be having an arc type of, which is going to be your ogive. Right, simple question only. It's just you have to find out the tabular one, then it's all about plotting over there. So now here you have to basically find out what is going to be the median height of the 51 girls over here. So the question is, height has been given, that is less than 140, less than 145, less than 150. So whatever this data is there over here, first what I will do, I'll just convert that to the grouping part. I'll just group it. So less than 140, 140 to 145, 145 to 150. This is how I'll just write my first class interval, and then my frequency is already given. Totally 51 girls is what you have. And then what is going to be the cumulative frequency? See, I'm just finding out this because it is a question relating to men. I just took this particular question because just this class interval is what is unique in this particular question. So just doing that part, then you have to get your cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency you're aware of, you just have to keep on adding until and unless this and this is going to match. Once your cumulative frequency is done, you have to find out what is going to be a modal class. So here what is my total n? See, in the previous question which we took, it was odd, only 5. So basically I just took the middlemost one. So if you have to find out n upon 2, here n upon 2 is 51 upon 2, which is going to be 25.5. So where is it? It is going to fall in this 25.5. See, whenever it is there, you have to consider the most highest one. Suppose if it is 13 and 13 and 15 is there, and suppose if I have this n upon 2 to be equal to 14, should I consider 13 or should I consider 15? Always and always and always consider the highest value. Even 13 also is very close to that. You always consider the highest value. That is the subsequent to it, whatever is there you consider to be that. So here it is going to be equal to 18 because that is the most relevant one which I can see over the table. And for that the class interval is going to be 145 to 150. So considering that and applying the formula for it, I will be getting whatever the values. See over here, for this the frequency is going to be equal to 29 and cumulative frequency is going to be equal to 11. So considering that, applying the formula, I will be getting the total final median to be equal to 149.03. Right. One last question for this particular chapter. So basically I have considered one full-fledged sum wherein it is a grouped data and you have to find out all the things, that is mean, median and mode. So one full-fledged question, we'll just solve it over here. So what are the information given? So you have class intervals and you have frequency. So first and foremost, to find out mean. First let's find out mean. How do I find out mean over here? So I have nothing information over here. So I will be considering the most appropriate one, which I'll go for assumed mean. So when I'm considering this assumed mean, first and foremost I have to even assume a value. So from this over here, before doing that, first I have to get my x value, that is midpoint. So from between this 10 to 20, the midpoint is 15. So similarly 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65 and 75. This is what I have got. So to find out the next thing I have to got, that is to find out this d value, I have to even get, see, you can consider to be this also. So to get this u value, I have to even get this value of, see, I have considered over here assumed mean to be equal to 45. So if assumed mean is going to be equal to 45, then plus summation of, see over here I have not considered this d value. So this becomes even more easier for me. That the formula which I have applied is a plus summation of fy xi divided by summation of f. This denominator value I have, assumed value I have, and h value also I have. all that I need to get is going to be the value which is going to be the numerator value. How do I get that over here? So basically to get that, I cannot go ahead and directly find out this this and this. I cannot just multiply both of it. So since I have assumed something, I have to do in such a manner that is this I minus a is nothing but d over here. See how to find out d? You can just draw another column wherein it is going to be d is equal to x1 minus a. So what is that x1 minus a basically? So 15 minus 45 is what I will do. So divided by h. What is my h over here? It is 10. So if I have to even draw one more tabular column over here, d, for here I'll be getting to be equal to minus 30. That is 15 minus 45. Again 25 minus 45, I will be getting minus 20. So similarly it goes on. So once I have got this value of d, then u, how do I find out this u? So this u is nothing but equal to xi minus a divided by h, that is whatever d. So you can basically now consider as d divided by h. So here you have minus 30 and h, the difference, the class interval difference is equal to 10. So minus 30 upon 10, it is equal to minus 3. Similarly, when you do, you will be getting, so always and almost most of the time this u is going to be, see whatever this assumed mean you have got over here, before that it is going to have negative minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. Subsequent to it, it is going to have the positive values. Now once I have done with this, I can now consider frequency and u, I can multiply that. So this is now something which I need for my formula. So over here accordingly this u is going to get replaced with u over here. X is going to get replaced with u. So now the formula is going to be, so once I have got that, summation of this fi ui is going to be equal to minus 14 and summation of this is going to be equal to 50 over here, and h is going to be equal to 10. So here the h, the interval, the gap is going to be equal to 10. Accordingly my formula, when I just substitute to it, assumed mean is 45. From that you have to deduct. See why is that? I have taken minus 14. So the summation of all of it, this is going to be equal to minus 14. So this is why plus into minus minus. So divided by 50 into 10. So directly when you just deduct, it will be equal to 5. So 10 divided by 5 is going to be 1 upon 5. So with this I'll be getting 45 minus 14 divided by 5. Only this, when I just convert it to the decimal part, I will be getting to be 2.8. So finally my mean is going to be equal to 42.2. So once I have got my mean, then what is going to, I have to find out all mean, median and mode. So with this I have completed my mean. The next thing is I have to find out my median. So to find out median, so this portion is done and even this thing is done. So this, whatever I have considered, it is of no use for me when it comes to finding median. So now I have to find out this cumulative frequency. How do I find this cumulative frequency? So 4 is there, you just have to add that 4 in the first place, then 8 plus 4, 10 plus 12, you just already know how to find out this cumulative frequency. So once you find out this cumulative frequency, just take a summation of this cumulative frequency, even that is not needed. So now once you have got this, first write the formula for this median. So formula for the median, I will be writing it as L1 plus n upon 2 minus cumulative frequency divided by frequency into the class interval. So now how do I find out what is going to be my median class? So how did I get this 40 to 50 basically? So first I will find out this n divided by 2. So I know my value of 10, which n, which is going to be equal to 50. 50 upon 2 is equal to 25. Now I'll just go back over here. 25, which is there, which is the one which is falling over here. See, as I said you, 25, it is very near to this 22. Should I consider this 22, that is 30 to 40? No. As I said you always have to go to the next subsequent one, that is whichever is higher to that. So the next thing is going to be equal to 34. The subsequent to that is going to be 40 to 50. So once I've gotten this 40 to 50, this is going to be my median class basically. Once I have got that, a subsequent to this is going to be my frequency, and here this is going to be my cumulative frequency. So now with this I can just find out what are going to be my values over here. So from this basically 40 to 50, what is my lower class, that is L. basically from this 40 to 50, 40 is my lower class. As I said, your frequency is going to be equal to 12 and cumulative frequency is going to be equal to 22. So once I have got that H, that 40 to 50, the difference is going to be equal to 10, and lower class we already know. So with this data I can just substitute my values, and finally I will be getting my median to be equal to 42.5. So from this table only we have just found out what is going to be my median class. That is, over here this was equal to frequency over here, and subsequent to it I had my cumulative frequency, but this is not what I should consider. So before this frequency, cumulative frequency over here is going to be equal to 22 over here, and frequency is going to be equal to 12. This was something relating to median. So with the same table now we have to go ahead and find out what is going to be my mode. So to find out mode, what is going to be my first and foremost target. So to find out my mode, first I will write the formula basically. So to find out mode over here, the formula is going to be L plus F1 minus F2 divided by 2 times of F1 minus F0 minus F2. So you already are aware by now what stands for what. So now L over here also have got to be equal to 40. How did I even get this 40? So you are aware that, see, now in this tabular column, I just refer to my tabular, same tabular. So I have to compare my frequency tabular column. So here, which is going to be my highest frequency. Again over here also 12 is my frequency highest. Subsequent to that it is going to be 40 to 50. So now this is going to be equal to F1, this is F0, and this is going to be equal to F2, and lower limit is going to be equal to 40. So I have got all my data here. I have my F1, F0, F2, and I also have my lower limit and my H, which I already know, which is equal to 10. So with this given data I can just substitute the values over here. This is a very simple one. Therefore the mode, final mode, which is going to be equal to 45 basically. So now this was something relating to this particular question. Just for your practice as a full-fledged one, you can solve this particular question. Again, something relating to whatever we just did. So a grouped related one, you have to just find out what is mean, median and mode for all the 3 sections using this provided data. So this is just for your practice. So I hope this video is going to be helpful for you. So we have exhaustively completed each and every detailed questions in this particular chapter. I hope this helps. Thank you, students.